My name is Lizzie Peterson, and I'll be doing an Annie monologue from Quilters by Newman and Barbara Damashek. My ambition in life is to be a doctor, like my father. I'm a father's girl. My greatest accomplishment was when I was 10 years old and was successful in chopping the head off a chicken and dressing it for a chicken dinner. My mother tries to get me to do quilts all the time, but I told her, never in my life will I stick my fingers till they bleed. Very definitely. My sister Florrie's a real good quilter, I guess. Mother says so all the time. Florrie's favorite pattern is the sunbonnet Sue. Mother taught her how to do applique blocks, and since then she's done probably a dozen sunbonnet Sues. You've seen them. They're like little dolls turned sideways with big sunbonnets on. Florrie makes each one different. In one, she'll have her little foot turned this way or that, or she'll give her a little parasol, or tilt the hat a little bit. People think they're so cute. She's made one for everybody in the family, so now there are little sunbonnet Sues all over the house. She made a couple for her friends, and last spring, when we all got promoted at school, she presented one to the teacher. I nearly died. And she's still at it. Let me tell you, she's driving me crazy with her sunbonnet Sues. So, I decided to make just one quilt and give it to Florrie. Like I said, I'm not such a good quilter as her, but I knew just what I wanted to do with this one. It's real small, twin bed size. I finished it and put it on her bed this morning, but I don't think she's seen it yet. I guess I've done some new things with Sunbonnet Sue. I call it the demise of Sunbonnet Sue. Each little block is different, just like Florrie does it. I've got one of her hanging, another one with a knife in her chest, eaten by a snake, eaten by a frog, struck by lightning and burned up. I'm sort of proud of it. You ought to see it. It turned out real good. My name is Lizzie Peterson, and I'll be doing a Cherie monologue from The Bus Stop by William Inge. He kept telling me all week that he and Virg'd be by the night the rodeo ended, that they'd come pick me up, and we'd all start back to Montana together. I knew that if I was at the Blue Dragon that night, that's what had happened, so I decided to beat it. One of the other girls at the Blue Dragon lived on a farm across the river in Kansas. She said I could stay with her. So I went down to the Blue Dragon last night just to sing for the first show. Then I told them I was quitting, that I'd been wanting to find another job anyway, and I picked up my share of the kitty. But darn it, I had to go and tell him that I was taking the midnight bus. They had to go and tell Bo, of course, when he come walking in around 11. He paid him $5 to find out. So I went down to the bus stop. Hadn't even got my tickets yet when here come Bo and Virg. He just steps up to the ticket window and says, 3 tickets to Montana. I didn't know what to do. Then he dragged me on the bus, and I've been on it ever since. And somewhere deep inside me, I got a funny feeling I'm going to end up in Montana.